Hey, Shiva Rajaya here from vitalcoaching.com. Welcome again to Vital Gate.
Yeah. Yes, I'm Selena Quinn.
We are talking about mantras and words of power. This time we are going to tap into a sequence which is a little bit more complex. So the mantra goes like that. Metatrona nakshatra Surya Samaga Satya Diksha Darshana Tantra Ashrama Rajaya Shiva. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of an idea. Years ago I was in the Himalayas, and then suddenly I realized that there was a sequence that was emerging with very key words that I was using all the time.
Okay.
And the idea was really to invoke what I call the solar tribe. It's like a tribe of people who are dedicated to helping the planet and humankind. So it was really coming like, okay, we are going to generate some energy that is going to attract a group of people who want to work together on a big project, which is the transformation of humankind.
Yes.
And so
it's large.
It's a very large thing, but the goal is really to create a vibration that unifies us, that connects us. Because you and I, we come from very different backgrounds, but then when we start repeating a mantra and we say, well, this is actually something that we want.
Yeah.
We both want it. And so the mantra goes like that. Metatrona. Metatrona is an angelic power, okay? It's one of the angelic forces, which is, a messenger, supposed to be a messenger of God. Metatrona has been on the planet for a long time. There is it appears in the Bible, it appears at different time in our evolution. Nakshatra means star in Sanskrit, and it refers to our star body. It means that in the process of incarnation, we come from space, there is a spirit here which is pure, and eventually we incarnate on the planet.
Yeah. This will help me remember.
Yeah. Nakshatra. And then Surya is the term for the sun as a deity. Samaga or Samga means tribe or group. Sangha in Buddhist tradition, in the Sanskrit it would be Samga, which means the tribe.
Okay.
Satya is truth.
Yeah.
Diksha means initiation or receiving a certain seal. Darshana is having the vision. Tantra means simply teaching. Ashrama is a container for the teaching. Like right now here we have a center, a spiritual center. That's an ashrama, which means that we have a container for a certain teaching to come through.
Yeah.
And Rajaya simply it's the name that I use for myself. So I call myself Shiva Rajaya, right?
Yeah.
So Rajaya is the term that I use to close certain mantras to say, and this is the story of Rajaya, which is the story of the victorious fire, or the victorious fire of incarnation. So the reason why I use this word for my own name is because I identify myself a lot with that energy. That's it. So I say Rajaya at the end, like and this is the story of Rajaya. And then I invoke Shiva at the end to give this power of transformation, evolution, change, and freshness.
And pronounce the first one again.
Metatrona.
Metatrona. So basically all I'm doing is what I find. I'm a visual learner, so I find it much easier when I break it into syllables. When I invoke a mantra, I try a mantra myself, I break it into syllables so that it's very clear in my head.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what you have to understand is that you never heard this mantra before.
No.
I just did it just before. So it's a new mantra for you. We're going to take you a little bit through the process of learning it, just in a couple of minutes, to see how it evolves.
So I'm the guinea pig.
Exactly.
Yeah, great.
But what's interesting is that when you start with a mantra like that, I would say that it takes anywhere between a week to 2 weeks to actually integrate it so that it really becomes part of your system. In the beginning, you look at the page and you learn the words one by one. Sometimes you learn 3 words at a time, or just 1 word. And we could also start with the mantra, just repeating the first word a few times, and then the second word a few times, and then the third word a few times. Like when I'm in a group and teaching that to a group, then we go like Metatrona, 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 Nakshatra, Nakshatra, Nakshatra.
Will we try this? Let's try that.
Yeah, we can do it like that.
So like everything, it takes practice.
Yeah, exactly. And after a week of practice, you realize that the mantras, that's really becoming part of yourself. But because those are, it's an important story that we're telling here. We're talking about the story of incarnation of consciousness. So it's literally we're saying there was an angelic force. We come as a star body. We incarnate on the planet through the sun, and then we come together as a tribe, and then in this tribe the truth is manifesting itself, and the truth taps into our third eye or into our body and gives us an initiation, and the initiation allows us to have a vision of life. This vision, we turn that into a teaching, and this teaching is contained within an ashram, and that's the story of Rajaya, or the story of the incarnation of the victorious fire. So we are telling a whole story through this mantra. I get goosebumps when I hear because it's like the story of life. And I want you to understand that this, some years ago didn't exist. I was in the Himalayas and I started focusing and through the guidance of the spirit, suddenly this sequence starts emerging. In the beginning I had only 4 words, and then suddenly it started expanding, and then suddenly I have 7 words, and then I went on a trek, and I spent 4 days through some valleys, like 4 days by myself, walking like 14 hours a day, just repeating this mantra all the time. And it's like drilling.
And integrated.
Exactly, and then it's really integrating in my system.
Yeah, and it is a story. I like
exactly,
that
it's a story. Yeah.
Okay,
so let's start with... Yeah, just follow what I'm doing, okay? Metatrona, 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 Nakshatra, 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 Surya, 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 Samaga, 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 Samaga. Satya, 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 Satya. Diksha, 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 Diksha. Darshana, 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 Darshana. Tantra, 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 Tantra. Ashrama, 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 Ashrama. Rajaya, 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 Rajaya. Shiva, 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 Shiva.
And then bring it all together.
Yeah, let's try together, all together. So we are going to go relatively slow, that way you can really pick it up.
Okay.
Metatrona, Nakshatra, Surya, Samaga, Satya, Diksha, Darshana, Tantra, Ashrama, Rajaya, Shivam. Metatrona, Nakshatra, Surya, Samaga, Satya, Diksha, Darshana, Tantra, Ashrama, Rajaya, Shiva. Metatrona, Nakshatra, Surya, Samaga, Satya, Diksha, Darshana, Tantra, Ashrama, Rajaya, Shiva. One more time. Metatrona, Nakshatra, Surya, Samaga, Satya, Diksha, Darshana, Tantra, Ashrama, Rajaya, Shiva. Great.
Actually, it's not so bad once you've got whatever style of learning. Yeah, but it's really not. Once you've got whatever style of learning that you are used to, and then you make it your own, maybe even write it out in your own writing, and then get it in, started to embed it.
Yeah, I have some of those mantras. They're on my shower curtain. When I'm taking a shower, I'm learning them because I wrote them down.
I noticed that Shiva has writing all around this place, everywhere.
On leaves,
and everything.
on people. I'm going to start using your body soon.
Yourself,
Get ready.
You can use your own.
So to give you an idea of how the mantra works, now I can repeat it by myself maybe a couple of times. So you can really go into a rhythm, which is Metatrona, Nakshatra, Surya, Samaga, Satya, Diksha, Darshana, Tantra, Ashrama, Rajaya, Shiva. Metatrona, Nakshatra, Surya, Samaga, Satya, Diksha, Darshana, Tantra, Ashrama, Rajaya, Shiva. Metatrona, Nakshatra, Surya, Samaga, Satya, Diksha, Darshana, Tantra, Ashrama, Rajaya, Shiva. Metatrona Nakshatra Surya Samaga Satya Diksha Darshana Tantra Hashrama Rajaya Shiva. So you see, you can add variations, you can add rhythm, different beats, you can use a drum if you want as well to add some flavors, your own unique flavor to it. That's it for now. Have fun with it. See you soon.